On this day, which is a Monday, the 16th of September, I did not have anything scheduled except for an online work meeting at 10 o'clock at night. The other person is in the United States, which would make it 10 a.m. over there. I've already been out for errands. I was relieved that it wasn't raining at all. And I also did try to configure our internet router for LAN, but it wasn't working out. So I just gave up on that and decided to tidy up my room because, as you can see, it is a bit of a mess. That is my craft table, which I use for making notebooks and filming my YouTube videos. The wooden light stand is still working perfectly fine. I had this made by a carpenter, and I have a video about this light stand, which I will link down below. That is one of the LAN wires that I've been trying out earlier. This blue thing that I have been using as a trash can is huge, I know, but I create a lot of paper trash or scraps while I am making notebooks, and this just works out for me. The trash is sorted in the backyard anyway prior to disposal. Those are the bubble wraps that I use to pack the notebooks for shipping. Here's my everyday carry bag, which I have to go through, and here is a messy pile, and the drawers are also a mess. Below are the book presses that I use for making notebooks. More mess, more mess, more mess. That is me. That nightstand is not a mess, really, but I need to take the tape dispenser out of there. The bed is a mess. This is the heating pad that I have been using for 2 nights in a row already because of some back pains. And this green thing is what I wore to sleep. The other nightstand is a mess. The room is not really dirty. It hardly ever gets dirty at all, but it sometimes becomes super messy, and the reason for that is always because I am too busy getting things done that I hardly have any more time left to tidy up. Also, some of my tasks do require a lot of stuff and tools, so the stuff gets thrown around all over the bedroom. Like when I am making notebooks, the paper reams are out, and the cutters, and the cutting pads, and the cutting implements, and the book presses. Those get spread out not only on this craft table, but on the standing desk as well. And it is a recurring task too because I make notebooks in batches. I have a playlist on my channel about the notebooks, and I will link it down below. This craft desk mainly gets used for making notebooks and filming my YouTube videos, but when I am not using it for those two purposes, this also gets used as a holder for random things like what you saw earlier. So stuff can really pile up if I just let it. So I am just going to speed up the rest of the video. This is going to take about an hour if I don't speed it up, but I put on some videos of the People's Court on YouTube so I could listen to the discussion while I am doing the tidying. I really like the videos on that channel. It's very informative, and sometimes it's quite funny and entertaining. Judge Marilyn Milian is very engaging and fun. I will link the channel down below. And for the rest of the video that will be sped up, I will put on some nice music, so if you need to tidy up as well, we can do it together. Another thing that I needed to tidy up as well was some of my loose documents, and that would be the second part of this video. I needed to scan a document or two and then place those inside my Clearbook, the one Clearbook that contains all of my government and official paperwork. Remember that? The one that I have vlogged about several times last year. Yes, that Clearbook is still a thing. And here is that Clearbook, which is kept inside its own dedicated bag. Now, this Clearbook is bound together by tiger screws, or post screws as they're called now. I also have a video about post screws, which I will link down below. Anytime I need to add a document, which is always in a plastic sheet, I need to take out the screws, which is a bit of a hassle, but that's all right. I don't do this often, and I feel that this is more secure, binding wise, and can also expand more and more as the need arises. I just need longer post screws, which I already have, by the way, because these 3-inch ones that are already on here look like they're ready to pop off. And while going through this clear book, I discovered that I was missing one identification card. It's not a plastic ID card, it's just a cardboard temporary card for a government agency that I don't really need right away and which I already have a scanned image for. But I felt pretty bummed that I could not find it. I sorted through the loose documents in my bag and found other things, but not that specific ID card. And then I had to put together a set of documents that I will have to mail out to the register of my university in compliance with the government requirement again. But The set of documents is not yet complete, so I cannot mail the documents yet, but I am keeping them in one folder for the meantime. So for now, the clear book inside its own bag will stay under my nightstand because I need to access it again next week. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. And my bag, which has been partially decluttered, is going into its own little platform beside the bed. This is the tripod that I have been using to film parts of this video, and I can pull up this tripod to be taller. The craft table is now clear. Something is wrong with that top drawer. I cannot close it fully. That white cable is a charger for my phone because while making notebooks, I do watch some shows and movies on Netflix. Those are the documents that will be going to the university register. This pile is for the notebooks that I make. This pile will become shorter as I make more notebooks this week, but for right now, this will have to do. Now, these are actually fountain pens that I have been meaning to wash and dry and then post for sale. Some books that I need to go through, and I just had 2 keys copied from these, but I have to return these to Yaya Miling. But finally, the standing desk is mostly clear. And by the way, I have a video about this desk that I had custom made. I will link it down below. Those spots are on the mirror, not on the floor. Now the bed looks neat finally, although you might think it looks strange as I do have 2 long pillows under 2 blankets and 1 comforter. That's just the way I prefer to sleep now. That white wire is for my iPhone. I will attach them to the cable clips that I glued to the nightstand earlier, but I need to wait 24 hours for the glue to bond completely. And that's it. Finally, my bedroom is relatively tidy now in preparation for a new week. I do have a previous video showing a tour of my bedroom, and I will link it down below. I hope you were also able to tidy up. Thanks for tidying with me. Bye!